Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to get the Platinum Trophy for Astros Playroom. It's been over a year since my last Platinum Trophy, so I decided to play something chill for my first one back. So I was scrolling through my games on my PlayStation 5 and came across Astros Playroom. Now if you didn't know, Astros Playroom came pre-installed on every PlayStation 5. It basically works like a big demo for the PlayStation 5 and the new features of the PlayStation 5 controller, all while celebrating everything PlayStation along the way. And let me tell you, it does a fantastic job. If you haven't played this game, then you need to do it. Like now. Stop the video and go play it because it's a fantastic game. But more on that later. Let's talk about the Platinum for Astro's Playroom. It's a short game with a short platinum that you should be able to easily achieve in 5 to 6 hours. There's a total of 51 trophies, but you'll only need 48 for the platinum, as 3 of them are DLC add-ons. The platinum can be split into 3 stages. Number 1 is just trophies you'll get from playing the game. Number 2 is the collectibles, 3 is the miscellaneous trophies. Upon starting up the game, you'll get a quick tutorial of what the new DualSense controller is capable of, and after that we meet Astro, our little robot adventurer. After another very short tutorial showing us what you can do, which is run, jump, hover, punch, etc., we're taken to the CPU Plaza, which is basically our little hub for the 4 stages of the game. We've got Cooling Springs, GPU Jungle, SSD Speedway, and Memory Meadow. There's a few other places to explore, but we'll get to those later. For now, we're going to kick things off at Cooling Springs. Because who doesn't love a good beach trip, right?
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Anyway, let's get going. So here we are in Cooling Springs. We open up to this beach resort type vibe. In this game there are 2 types of collectibles to find in all of the worlds. There's puzzle pieces and artifacts. And it doesn't take long to find our first puzzle piece, which in turn rewards us with our first trophy. We can also run into none other than Kratos himself with his son Atreus. So now our goal is simply to make it through all the levels, exploring for puzzle pieces and artifacts. Like this one I found shortly after the first puzzle piece. Artifacts are basically consoles and accessories from PlayStation 1 all the way to PlayStation 5. And our first one is a DualShock 3 controller, which in turn earns us our second trophy. We also need to collect as much coins as possible, as there's like a vending machine thing we need to use later on to unlock a bunch of collectibles. The game is basically split into 2 different playstyles. You've got the normal run around platformer type gameplay, and then you've got these suit vehicle things, and the first one you run into in Cooling Springs is the frog suit, where you can hop around, and you need to steer yourself by tilting the controller itself. In this section we also find our second artifact, which is the PS Move Sharp controller. Moving on to the next Cooling Springs area, gets a lot cooler. Get it? Because it's cold? Anyway. Here we get another artifact, which is the PS Move controller. We also find the PlayStation 3 game disc Bot Charted shortly after. Our next trophy comes after another frog section and reaching the end of this section of the game. You also notice that each level is designed after a generation of PlayStation, and the artifacts follow that theme as well. So at the end of this world we unlock the PlayStation 3 itself with the trophy HD graphics. It's at this point that we are introduced to the lab. This is where all our puzzle pieces and artifacts are displayed. You'll also get access to the gacha machine, where you can gamble away all your hard-earned coins to earn even more collectibles. And this is where we get our next trophy, Gacha Beginner. Before we head into the next area, I decided to do some exploring. Then I found this platforming section that takes you super high above the plaza, where you'll find not 1, not 2, but 3 more puzzle pieces. On to our next area, which is GPU Jungle. From here on out, it's pretty much rinse and repeat. working our way through the jungle, searching for all the puzzle pieces and artifacts we can find, and random trophies along the way. We also get introduced to our next suit, the monkey suit, where you need to use your R2 and L2 triggers to control your hands in conjunction with tilting the controller left and right to determine which arm you're going to use to climb with. In this section, we can find a few more puzzle pieces as well as the PlayStation camera and DualShock 4 controller artifacts. Shortly after that, we find these giant robot dudes, which honestly remind me of the Iron Giant. Around the corner from the Iron Giant lookalikes, we find the PSVR processing unit artifact, and shortly after that, we find the PS Vita as well. Our next trophy comes after we unlock the bow and arrow. I actually accidentally unlocked this trophy by deflecting an attack from these slime things. We get another monkey section where I unlock the PSVR and the PSVR aim controller. In the next section I found I could make a snowball, so naturally I wanted to make it the biggest snowball I could, and doing so granted me another trophy. With this area now complete, we can unlock the PlayStation 4 and the trophy greatness awaits. From here I decided to go back into the jungle and find the last artifact that I missed for the Charted trophy, and the missing puzzle pieces for the Found Legacy trophy. With all that done, it's time for us to enter Memory Meadow. Here we continue our journey finding more puzzle pieces and artifacts. On this level we also unlock a miscellaneous trophy called Pain for simply getting hit by a flying piece of rubbish. For our next suit, we get to turn into a bowling ball. And where there's a bowling ball, you'll usually find some pins. So naturally we had to knock them down immediately for our next trophy. Also can't forget to grab those artifacts along the way. Next up we're doing some good old platforming with a little lightning thrown in to spice things up. We also run back into our Iron Giant friend to help us get along to the next bowling ball section, or should I say pinball section? We also get some ice thrown into the mix, which actually took me a few attempts in order to grab this artifact, but nevertheless we got there in the end. With that section done and dusted, we're presented with a TV tower featuring the PlayStation 1 startup screen, which leads us to unlock the PlayStation 1 artifact and our 2 trophies, one for clearing the world and one for unlocking all the artifacts in the world. I realized I missed one puzzle piece, so I quickly went back and grabbed that too for another trophy. Now onto SSD Speedway. In the Speedway we are introduced to the glider. This section actually kind of reminds me of the glider from Ratchet & Clank 2. Shout out to all my Ratchet & Clank fans out there. We also get a nice little Easter egg here of Cloud's sword, which we can interact with. After successfully gliding through some electrified sky mines, we're onto the next suit section, which is a little one-man rocket. We found some artifacts along the way, and after that we're introduced to my favorite weapon in this game, the minigun. I wish you could get this gun earlier on because it's completely OP. No one can get near you with this thing. It's great fun. We get a short little boss fight with this oversized electrified bomb dude. Once he's defeated, this section is now complete. We unlock the PlayStation 2 artifact and our next trophy for clearing the world. Now that's all the world's complete, and if you head to the basement of the CPU Plaza, you have unlocked a new area. Upon entering this area, you're presented with a boss fight with a T-Rex, because why the hell not? Now, I haven't done any research into this, but I assume this is some kind of tech demo back in 1994 for the original PlayStation. Please correct me if I'm wrong. He's pretty easy to defeat. Basically, just dodge his attacks, take care of the minions, and when the time is right, you can attack his eye. And after hitting both eyes, he goes down. But just when you think things are over, another T-Rex comes out, except this one is part robot. This guy thinks he's Mechagodzilla or something. The fight plays out pretty much the same, except this guy's got fire breath, lasers, and missiles to hit you with. But he's still no match for AstroBot. And he's shortly defeated. We get some credits after that, and then you're rewarded with a bunch more artifacts. We get the Pulse 3D wireless headset, the HD camera, the PlayStation 5 controller, and last but not least, we get the PlayStation 5 itself. This also grants you the trophy "Play has no limits" for clearing the game. Alright, time for a quick cleanup of all the puzzle pieces and the artifacts that I missed along the way. We get a puzzle piece here on SSD Speedway, a puzzle piece here on Rocketman section. We unlock the PlayStation 2 Slim here. We also unlock the SingStar microphone in the same section, which gives us another trophy for unlocking all the artifacts in SSD Speedway. We get the trophy, I've got a trophy, for simply picking up a trophy off the desk here in the lab. If we parkour Assassin's Creed style atop all the hanging artifacts, we unlock a trophy once we hit the very end. Walking through the little home icon here will also grant you another trophy. Now we get to beat up a bunch of people, because doing so makes the little bots follow you for reasons. Once you've got 20 bots following you, we will get the trophy, The Last Guy. Then if we hit 10 of these guys with a spin attack, we also get the trophy, Project Neo. Back in the lab, we can get a trophy for hitting the PlayStation symbol on the PlayStation 2. Another for punching this Sony Entertainment sign. Alright, back into the levels, we get a trophy for juggling a beach ball 5 times. A trophy is unlocked if you jump into one of these streams of water. And if you come back to the ice area and do a spin attack and jump 3 times while spinning, you'll unlock another trophy. Back in the meadow, if you seek shelter from the rain under this little cover here, we get a trophy called Jason. I don't really understand that reference. Back in the monkey section, if we let ourselves fall 30 meters and catch ourselves, we unlock a trophy. If we jump off this diving board, we'll get the Hell Diver trophy. Our next trophy comes when we unlock the PSP artifact, and that's for unlocking all the artifacts in Cooling Springs. We then get the Cool Hoarder trophy for unlocking all the puzzle pieces. We also get a trophy for shooting all the rabbits at the mountain peak of GPU Jungle. Now, at this point, we have enough coins to unlock all the gacha balls in the slot/claw machine thing. We'll get a trophy for unlocking our first gacha, half the gachas, all the gachas, unlocking all of the artifacts, and a trophy for unlocking all the puzzle pieces. After all that, I've got one trophy left that I've missed, and that we can unlock if we head back to where we got the Gatling gun and shooting while doing a spin attack. There you have it, guys, the Platinum Trophy for Astros Playroom. I had heaps of fun playing this game, and I strongly recommend playing it if you haven't done so already. Plus, Plus it's free, so you can't really go wrong. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you made it all the way to the end, please consider subscribing and liking the video and keeping your eyes out for the next one.